Thank you, Glenn. And you know, it's good to see everybody from law enforcement here because the more successful Glenn is, the easier our job is. You know, the public defender doesn't have to defend them when they get arrested. The judges, Judge Waddell Wallace and Judge Crenshaw, they don't have to try them. Nancy doesn't have to have them in her place. Good to see you. And look, I can tell you, when you are responsible for law enforcement in a community and you understand the challenge that's there with our children. And you know, I commissioned a murder study from JCCI because in 2006 as a result of all the murders that we were having in our community. And here's what JCCI said. They said the challenge facing Jacksonville is how do we raise young boys and girls to become nonviolent young men and women? Well, I can tell you Glenn's program is the answer to that question. That's how you do it. This year, when speaking with the Finance Committee, I made the point to them, I said, you know, Jacksonville has led the state in per capita murder for 13 years. We've been number one or number two for 17 years. So my question is, what is this community doing that we raise more killers than any other community in the state of Florida? What are we doing? And I think more importantly, what are we not doing? And what we're not doing is addressing the needs of our youth. And this program helps parents learn, understand how they can influence, not control, but influence these young people so that we can raise young boys and girls to become nonviolent young men and women. And you know, I'm always glad every year we are able to take some of the dopers' money away and give it to Glenn, and we like that. We like that. Because I know, as everyone on this front row knows, and you know, that this program really can change lives. I can't tell you how many times, some may be in this room today, I don't know. But over the last several years, I can't tell you how many times I have had a mother or a father stop me somewhere and say, hey, listen, I want to thank you for pointing me to Glenn Ellison and that program, or I want to thank you for supporting the Parenting Project and empowering parents because it saved our family. And this isn't just about saving kids, folks. This is about saving families. I've had more tearful testimony of people explaining to me how one child was ripping their family apart. Just one. The others were great. No problem there. But one can do that. And Glenn, and this program, and all of the volunteers, and my hat's off to every one of you volunteers who work with this program. And I guess we can announce tonight. We're going to tell you what we're working on anyway, whether it'll actually happen. We've got a bill going through the city council. We're actually going to create a facility or a location out off of Lanning Road here in Duval County where Camp Consequences can actually be held on a regular basis, so that Glenn has a great place to go and a close place where we can work with these families. So we're happy to be.
To know how passionate Glenn is about what he does. And it's really amazing what he's done to take a vision that you had and to do this to help people and to help our community. It's incredible. It's remarkable the kind of people that you've drawn in, to have the sheriff's support, to have judges' support, to have the support of leaders in the DCF, and of course, we are wholeheartedly a supporter of what you do, and of course, it gives us less business, and that's what we want. We don't want your kids in our system, that's for sure. And I tell you, as parents, I thank you for taking the initiative to be a part of a program like this, because you're not only helping your family, it literally does save a community. It's helping a community just one family at a time. So I thank you for taking that initiative. But
good afternoon. It's just a great day to see you all here at Camp Reward. It is a fitting name because you all deserve a reward and your kids deserve a reward. You came to some sort of crossroads, and at that crossroads, lots of things could have happened. You could have had your child go into foster care, as one of the speakers said. You could have had a child arrested, as certainly the public defenders said. But you hung in there and you worked the plan, and it wasn't easy, and I know you struggled with it, but you did that. And so you all deserve an award, and certainly no one more than Glenn for all the work he does. So I can't support the program more. I thank you all so much for being the kind of people that you are, and keeping your families strong. Thank you.
Yeah, I won't take much of your time. Good afternoon, everyone. We are very pleased to be here. We've been working with Glenn now for, I've been working with him for about 3 years, and we work very closely. We talk all the time. And you guys, all the speakers, you guys did a great job. And judges, thanks for coming. I tell you what we got to do is change the culture. It's an environment culture change, and that's what we got to do. You've heard the sheriff say this for years. He's been saying this since he first took office his first term in '03, and that is, we're not going to arrest our way out of this problem in this community. Let me tell you something. These kids that we're reading about, at 14, 15, 16 years old, that are using guns and shooting people and killing people, they're not coming here from New Orleans, folks. We're raising them in this community, and we have to change that culture. And the way to do it is one family at a time. Through Camp Consequence is a great start. So. I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. I'm very proud to be I've been with the Sheriff's Office for 30 years. It's the only job I've ever had. I've been here since I was a kid. But I'm really proud of the officers and all the men and women who represent the agency, and they did a fantastic job. So let's give them a hand. This is from a parent, and that parent may be in here today. I'm not going to use your name. It says, a year ago, it was being recommended to me that I should seek a residential behavior facility to put my daughter in because our home life was a nightmare. Going to Empowered Parents at Camp Consequence was my last-ditch effort before sending my daughter away. The results were instant. My daughter has not been suspended from school this year. She has not broken anything in our home. She has not hit or bit or cursed since we started the program. She has not had to be physically restrained for any reason. She has not uttered any phrase hinting at running away. She has passed 7th grade and attained the rank of purple belt in Taekwondo. She will be attending several different summer camps where in the past I was afraid to send her. My daughter is a healthy and happy and more comfortable in her own skin. Everyone in our home is excited about her future instead of living on edge every moment waiting for the next explosion. Now this is where I want you to listen to this piece of it, because this is the critical piece of this whole thing. The best testimony I could possibly offer came last week. Now this is the parent writing. We were riding in the car talking about the fact that we had been in the program, Camp Consequence, for a year. My daughter said that life is so much better now that this is how she is going to raise her future children. Folks, that's how we change the culture.